Once upon a time, there was a wise professor who wanted to teach his students an important lesson about life. He stood before his class with a large mayonnaise jar and a variety of items on the table in front of him. The professor began by filling the jar with large rocks. When he was finished, he asked the students if the jar was full. They all agreed that it was. Next, the professor picked up a box of pebbles and poured them into the jar. He shook the jar gently, and the pebbles filled in the spaces between the rocks. He asked the students again if the jar was full. Again, they agreed that it was. Finally, the professor picked up a bag of sand and poured it into the jar. The sand filled in the remaining spaces, and the jar was completely full. The professor then turned to his students and said, "This jar represents your life. The rocks are the most important things in your life, such as your family, your health, your relationships, and your dreams. The pebbles are the other important things, such as your job, your hobbies, and your possessions. The sand is everything else, the small stuff that doesn't really matter." The professor continued, "If you put the sand in the jar first, there will be no room for the pebbles or the rocks. The same is true for your life. If you spend all your time and energy on the small stuff, you will never have room for the things that are truly important to you. So make sure to take care of the rocks first," said the professor. "Set your priorities and focus on the things that are most important to you. The rest is just sand." Friends, this story teaches us a number of important lessons about life. Number 1. Prioritize the important things. It's easy to get caught up in the small stuff, but it's important to remember what's really important in life. Make sure to spend your time and energy on the things that matter most to you, such as your family, your health, and your relationships. Number 2. Don't be afraid to say no. It's okay to say no to commitments that will take away from your time and energy for the important things in life. Number 3. Don't compare yourself to others. Everyone is different and has different priorities. Focus on your own journey and don't worry about what other people are doing. Number 4. Enjoy the journey. Life is too short to get caught up in the rat race. Take the time to appreciate the little things in life and enjoy the journey. Dear friends, to understand it in deep, imagine this, that you're standing on a beach looking out at the endless expanse of ocean. You pick up a handful of sand and let it slip through your fingers. It's beautiful, but it's also fleeting. In a few moments, the sand will be gone and there will be no trace of it. Our lives are like that beach. We have a limited amount of time, and it's up to us to decide how we want to spend it. Do we want to spend our time on the small stuff, the things that are fleeting and insignificant? Or do we want to spend our time on the things that matter most, the things that will last a lifetime? The professor's story of the rocks, pebbles, and sand is a reminder that we need to prioritize the important things in life. We need to make sure that we're spending our time and energy on the things that will truly make us happy. So, friends, what are the rocks in your life? What are the things that are most important to you? Write down that into description and make sure to take care of those things first. The rest is just sand. I hope today's story helped you to grow in your life. Kindly like the video and subscribe the channel. Thank you.